Hey, welcome to Flying Wheels, and for what I think is going to be a really, really fun video and part 2 of our Honda Prelude Si from California series. Now, a few weeks ago, I bought this car, again, from California, from a Honda dealer. It was traded into the original owner. And to be honest with you, shipping to New Hampshire actually cost more than the entire car itself. I only paid $1,500 for this car. And what was amazing is how clean, and I say that in a weird way because the car isn't clean, but solid, how solid the car really is. It was unbelievably perfect, down to the original heat shields on the undercarriage. It has the original exhaust, the original wheels, the original interior. This car is so amazing, and that's what really had the appeal to me. I had to get it to New England because I've never seen a car like this out here in the past 20 years. They just don't exist because the rust and the salt take over these cars, and then they go to the junkyard to die. You just don't see them. So I wanted to bring one out here for people to appreciate. Now, like I said, this is part 2. Why? Because I've already done a preliminary detail. I mean, I say that very, very loosely. I took some time to really get the major dirt and grime off. Well, today's a fun video because I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing any work at all. As a matter of fact, I'm here at Uber Reflections in Hampstead, New Hampshire, and they're doing all the work for me. Now, that car could use a paint job, possibly, but I thought to myself, before I go all in and paint the car, let's see what they can do to bring the original paint back to life, and I'm hoping for a surprise when I come back at the end of the day. Now, like I said, this is a one-owner 1994 Honda Prelude Si. It has 200,000 miles, which blows my mind because of the condition of the car. Now, in New England, these spots and these spots don't even exist because they are all completely rotted away. Never mind what good condition the original wheels are and the original exhaust. Now, it still even has the original California plates that came with the car in 1994, which is really, really neat. Now, it might look glossy, and it's because of the good lighting in here, and it was just wet as it's pouring rain outside. What I'm really hoping for is to see a brilliant finish when we come pick it up later. So take a look at what it looks like right now. We've already replaced the windshield. We've already done the services on all the fluids. We've changed the belts. We've checked the tires, and we've done a full state inspection. So this car is ready and safe for the road. The only thing is, I think it could be a lot nicer than what it looks like right now. Now, I'm hoping they can even make this spot a little bit better. Obviously, I don't expect them to pull the dent out, but at least they can get what looks like, I don't know, paint markings on the body off. Now, the sheen is a little dull. You can see it from here. It looks good like that, but in real life, the paint is pretty dull as it is the original paint. Now, what's cool about today's video is it's not all about me. It's about this car, and it's about what Uber Reflections is gonna do. I'm leaving. I'm taking off, and I'm leaving my camera for them, and I hope they get some good shots of what they're gonna do. So you're gonna learn how they polish, the products they use, what they're gonna do to this car, what the process is, all the tools they use, and then we're gonna get to see a finished product together. Actually, you're gonna see the finished product before I even get to see the finished product because you're alongside with him as he's doing it. All right, well, like I said, I am at Uber Reflections in Hampstead, New Hampshire. These guys did paint correction, ceramic coating, wheel off coating on my Corvette, which was really, really amazing. But to be honest with you, most of my viewers care more about this stuff than my new Corvette. Like, they really had interest in what the process was, but they don't care so much about it. They want to see cheap cars and how we can bring them back to life, which is exactly this video. Josh, I'm leaving you alone. Do you mind just doing a quick walkthrough and showing me what you have planned for this car?
Yeah, absolutely. So, starting with the outside, obviously, we're gonna wash it, decontaminate it. We'll get it all dried off. I'll bang out the interior after that. Any spot shampooing that needs to be done, we'll do. Clean out all the vents, all the cracks real good with brushes. All-purpose clean everything, and then dress it with the dressing. Finish up with the windows, and then I'll start polishing. I mean, this paint's pretty hammered, so it's gonna take a microfiber pad and a compound probably to knock this down.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right, if I do this right now, sometimes I can look at the camera this way. Do you think this paint, you'll be able to let me do that?
Yeah, I do.
All right, that's the test at the
Clear
end.
coat's still intact, it's just very faded.
All right, I'm leaving. I'm looking forward to seeing what this looks like when it's done. You have all my faith and all my trust. I'm looking forward to it, so I'll see you later today.
You got it, man.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Reveal day, the Prelude, and it looks amazing. It does not need a paint job. This is incredible. So you brought the paint back. It's amazing that this is 25, 27 years old or something, and you got it back to look like this.
No, I actually used a paint depth gauge in the door jamb just to get a baseline of how much clear coat.
Oh, you guys use paint depth gauges?
Yep, on
wow.
cars like this.
So what? So you know how deep to like wet sand, or
just how far we can go on the rest of the car.
Wow.
The jams are the thinnest clear
Yeah.
on the car. So there's probably 3.6 mils of clear on the panels, and there's 2.9 on the jam. So
that gloss.
Yeah,
it's amazing. I can't, even the taillights, the gloss on the taillights came back. Wow. Oh my God, I thought I was gonna have to paint this car. It looks amazing.
Yeah, the only things are the mirrors. Those are the only two.
Yeah, oh, I'm so pumped with how this came out. What do you think this is? I thought this was like paint that would come off.
I hit it with the microfiber pad and it did not come off.
All right.
It's almost on there like cement now. It's been there for so long.
All right, wow. Oh, the interior came back to life. Oh, look at that, looks great. I'm so pumped about this. Wow.
It's in good shape.
It looks like a near new 94 Honda Prelude. Wow, even these, like these levers came out great. How much time do you think you have into it? The whole day yesterday?
Yeah, about 6-7 hours total.
Wow. I love it. Did you do under the hood?
Yeah. Wow. Oh, that was black. You couldn't even see these.
Wow. Thank you so much. All right, so the Honda is back at the shop for our final touch-ups. And I gotta say that I'm embarrassed to say, I don't know how these freaking wipers work. I didn't want to use like aftermarket click-in wipers. It's original wiper arms. I wanted to go with the original wipers. These things are a pain in, like, what the heck? I don't even know how to install these things. It's, I'm sure, simple. I'm sure you guys know how to do it. I, on the other hand, have no freaking clue what I'm doing to install these wipers on a 28-year-old car. So let's figure it out. And the other problem is I haven't installed them yet. I have a brand new windshield. I've reflexed, turned on the wipers 3-4 times already by accident, and I hope I didn't scratch my brand new windshield already. All right, there's 4 different arms. I can't even tell you how this works. No clue. For Christ's sake, I can't figure it out for the life of me. I'm just gonna replace the freaking wiper with a 21-inch wiper because this is so stupid. Click. Oh, hey, guess what? Just like that, we're done. So clearly that's why wipers have been changed, because this was the dumbest technology I've ever seen, or I'm the dumbest person because I'm sure a million of you know how to change this type of wiper, but I never have. Measure it. We need a 19-inch wiper. We'll remove it. Done. 19-inch wiper. Click. Guess what? Wiper's done. 30 seconds. So why am I complaining? Technology's been changed for the better, obviously. I am going to save these, however, for the next owner. Maybe they want them and are smarter than I am. Well, we're almost done with the Prelude, but I got to take care of this eyesore. So I'm going to mask off everything. We're going to sand it down. We're going to prime it. And we're going to try to match the silver best we can. Now, the car is all original. I'm not going to paint the car. I'm so pumped that I don't have to paint this car. But I do have to take care of this. That is pretty ugly. So I'm going to take care of the mirror first. I'm going to try to figure out how to pull that out. I'm just gonna take some reducer on a paper towel and just see what comes off. Oh my goodness, look at that comes, oh, so glad I didn't sand that. Oh, that's amazing. It's coming right off, that's incredible. The reducer is strong. I mean, it's meant to reduce paint, so be careful with it. There are a couple spots on the car that were like that too, so whatever compound he was using, had he just done a reducer, the car would be that much nicer. And there are a couple spots like that all around the car. It comes right off. Let's see, that looks like touch-up paint, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's all touch-up paint down the door. That is, I don't know what that is. But whatever it is coming off. Oh my goodness, this is incredible. Unbelievable. I thought I was gonna have to paint this car when I bought it. That is incredible. All right, now we're gonna have to do some PDR. So I'm gonna try to pry. You can see I have a screwdriver. Don't use anything pointy or you'll get points in that'll like bend out the metal. You can kind of see them already happening here. Just pry the metal from the inside out to try to fix it best you can. Bent parts of the metal. I can see some of the spots I'm putting too much pressure on because I get a point. I'm not even using a pointed object. That's about as good as I'm gonna get it. Now we can see it pops out a little bit right here. We have some points right here. I'm gonna try to hammer those down.
while we're at it, I got a custom spray can matched to the paint coat of this car. So we're just laying it onto the mirrors right now, which is, you know, matching pretty decently for 28 years old. And then I clear over them and voila, I got a nice gloss coat over the silver to match pretty darn closely. Yeah, that's pretty decent compared to what it was. I am just not completely happy with that. All right, I pulled this one just a little bit more, just like that, and it pulled the buckle out. This one I'm not ready to fix yet. I'm not ready to do body work to that, although I really should. Check out these wheels though. These are the before, and this wheel as well, the befores. Finished product. I say that's a darn good match. I was even able to touch up some spots, like right there, and even right here. All right, I'm just not happy with that. I gotta fix it myself, and I don't know, here's the gamble. I can try to fix it, and then it gets worse, because you can see the paint, or I leave it alone, and it looks like that. I don't know, I kinda want it to do better than that. So I'm gonna sand the paint down. I tried pulling it the best I could, and that's all I could do, and this is gonna drive me nuts. All right, I didn't need a lot of paint, so I just dusted it on, which is why you see the car isn't like completely masked and taped off. But here's my blend on this side, the bumper I did, and then this side, which I'm pretty happy I did that body work. It's not an eyesore anymore. It was just gonna bug me. And now for the finishing touches. I swear these things stick to everything but the carpets. Awful to work with, but they look good and protect everything when you're done. And now the last step on the interior is to make it greasy. I mean, shiny. Next day, time to give this thing a wash, but it's really weird. I've never had a problem with this thing starting aside from the time I got it soaking wet. Really weird. What the heck? It says we have a quarter of a tank of gas. I can hear the fuel pump engaging. All right, next day. Let's try this thing out. Oh my goodness, my mechanic is a giant. We haven't done anything. Fires up beautifully. I have no explanation, but you can see the size difference from my mechanic to me. I am completely stretched out like a 12-year-old boy in a car for the first time. I need to take a minute to show this. Look at this blend from here. That's a blend without any wet sanding, no polishing. The bumper is done, and then this side too. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy I did that. That is a perfect match. Amazing. I bought this Prelude a month ago. I've driven it, I've enjoyed it, but to be honest with you, I've been procrastinating on it. It's been sitting in my garage. I finished that bodywork like 2 weeks ago, and it just keeps sitting because other projects just keep getting in our way. Today, I'm gonna finish this thing up. Do I list it for sale or do I keep it? Check out that blend, by the way. Let's clean it up, let's finish it so it's done and over with, and then I can take some photos of it and really appreciate this thing.
to say I absolutely love this Honda Prelude. I'm having so much fun driving it. It's not like it's a thrilling car, it's not a fast car. I mean, it's somewhat quick, somewhat nimble, but more like it's original. It's near perfect. It's a one owner, and it came out amazing. This might be one of the best finishes of all the cars I've ever owned, which is gonna make it hard to sell because I'm hooked and I'm attached, and that's the problem with me and this job. I fall in love with the cars that I buy. I buy what I like, and when you're buying and selling, you don't wanna do that. I have the same problem with my lake house. Like, I bought that thing to make money, and number one, I don't wanna Airbnb it because I don't want people in my new house. Number two, I don't wanna sell it because we love our new house. And it's the same with this car. It came out so nice. I mean, look at the original radio and the original shifter and the original shifter boot. Everything is still so clean and so nice that I don't think I'm ever gonna find another one like it, which is where the value is. I mean, if I'm not gonna find one again, it means it's more valuable. It's more precious to me and probably to somebody else too that either had this car when they were young or wants one because they didn't have one when they were young and wanted one. But that's what makes this car so special. Now, I hope you remember what this car looked like originally. The door panels aren't cracked. They're clean. They're not dirty and dingy. There's no more dust in the vents. The seat is about as good as we could possibly get it because you can see some of the fibers are just starting to wear out. But like I said, starting to wear out. The center console of the steering wheel, the airbag is actually for the paint faded, or the whatever you would call that material over the rubber is faded. The steering wheel is a little bit cracked, but the dash has no cracks in the dash. That ABS light just came on, so we'll have to figure that out too. Does have a sunroof, and the carpets are perfect. Now the back seats literally look like they've never been sat in, which is one of my most favorite parts. I'd really love to know the backstory of this entire car. Now, if you remember these seats, I can hit them and no dirt comes out anymore, which is incredible. The carpets came out perfect, but again, the dash is my most favorite part, including, as well as the original radio, as well as a shift boot. I mean, this car is just so nice now. Into the trunk. Again, we have a brand new trunk with all the original spare parts in there. Look at those floors, unbelievable. And after the detail, thanks to Uber Reflections, like all the plastics are glossy and look brand new again. The wheels came out presentable. Look at this, oh my goodness, I just noticed this. It still has the plastic trim around the car. Now in the 90s, this is the first thing we would take off, is this plastic trim, because it would hold salt and then you get giant bubbles around here. This car, no bubbles, and still has the plastic trim. Now here's a few of my favorite spots. You'll notice that this blends perfectly. We fixed the faded clear coat on the bumper, and then this spot came out decent. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is a heck of a lot better. I mean, the untrained eye would never pick that apart. Going under the hood. Oh my goodness. I just realized I don't think I had opened the sunroof yet. I forgot that 90s sunroofs used to go up and not in. And you could tell because the angle of the roof is so small, it would have never been able to fit in there anyway. This is really neat. And for the culmination of this Honda Prelude series, it's date night. My wife and I get to take this thing out, and I can guarantee you she's not going to appreciate it as much as I have. And after this, that's right, that is an Eagle Talon TSI. That video's coming up soon, so stay tuned. Let's see what my wife thinks about the Prelude. Hopefully she appreciates it as much as I do. How about that AC?
I don't really feel it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it wasn't tilted towards me. Oh, it's actually pretty cold.
It's ice cold.
Yeah, it is.
I got a sunroof too if you want to put it.
I'm actually really surprised. I wasn't expecting the AC to work very
The car's
well.
nicer than you expected, isn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that dashboard.
It's clean.
Yeah, it is clean.
Shiny.
Want to do the sunroof?
How do I do it?
It's nice, right?
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I am.
Original radio right
It
there.
is very clean.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I get it. I guess.
It's very tight. I feel confined with two
Yeah, it's very compact.
Your purse being in here was too much for me.
Yeah. You do. I feel like I'm hugged in the seat
Yeah.
a little bit.
That's the sportiness of it. That's the SI part of it.
Yeah.
It's a Prelude SI.
Well, I'm now used to driving a gigantic bus, so this feels small.
Well, the Honda Prelude is done, and to be honest with you, I bought that back in June. I've just been enjoying it all summer long, and I kind of put like a make me sell it price on my website because I'm never gonna find that car again. And it's not like it's a fast car, it's just a fun car to drive. It's easy, it's reliable, it's good on gas, and it turns heads everywhere I go. And for the people that can really appreciate it, they stop and chat, which is really cool. And every time I come out of a parking lot, I love looking at it. So it is for sale on my website if somebody really wants it, otherwise it's gonna stay in my collection. I also bought bought another one, not a Honda Prelude, another unbelievable 90s car, which will be coming up sometime soon. And here's a teaser. It's a 1997 Eagle Talon TSI, which you saw in this video earlier. I got it from a woman that bought it back in 99 and has kept it in her garage. It was her second car. I'm like crazy pumped about this one. The problem is I'm becoming like a collector of 90s cars, which is just not a good thing. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give me a thumbs up down below. Now, I've said in the past, I hate selling cheap cars. Cheap cars like POS cheapy cars. But inexpensive cars like under 5 grand, that's what makes me happy. I love buying cars that aren't a lot of money, fixing them, that are like fun. That is a whole different story, a horse of a different color. This was a really fun series for me. The Eagle Talon one's gonna be even better. So thanks for watching. Thumbs up is always appreciated, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I'll see you guys all later. Oh wait, there's a bell. Hit the bell and you get notifications when I make the next video. I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching. Adios.